Alrighty, traders. So the everything drop is happening right now with what I believe the everything drop. Gold, silver, even the mining sector starting to have that little bit of a drop as well too. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today, guys, about the everything drop. Bit of an update on what I'm seeing across the markets. Also, at the end of this video, I want to cover something with you that I think is going to really help you when it comes to actually being a professional trader and what a professional trader does and how they approach the market every single year. And I think it's going to help you. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders. So let's get straight into the markets today as I want to share something with you. So let's start off with the good old Nasdaq. We'll start off with the Nasdaq because that's on the screen right now. So the Nasdaq had a nice drop down yesterday. One thing you'll notice about the Nasdaq is the Nasdaq right through here is indeed a strong level of support, or was a strong level of support. But now, as you can see, look what happened today. You had all this support level through here. Oh, by the way, guys, can you imagine trying to trade this action here? It's very see that sometimes, guys, this is where if you're an impatient trader and not a patient trader, a lot of the times you can get chewed up by this sort of action here. Can you imagine trying to day trade this, like get in one day, get out the next day? Can you imagine doing that with this? It's just like, look at it, it's a mess. Anyway, so if we can see that through there, right? We can see all this level of support, but look what happened today. It actually came all the way up and hit it and rejected it off. So it had this big down bar through here, and you can see we actually had this level up through here as well too. So let's go through to there we go. So Alt T, there we go. Aha, learning something every day. So we have that through there. One thing we do see is that if we're going to use more like a projected line, you see that was a bit of a channel through there. So it does look like the Nasdaq's going to make its way down to around about that level through there, which indeed does go through these levels all through here. So it does look like the Nasdaq, that's where it's probably going to be heading down towards. Let's go look at the S&P 500, and the S&P 500 is continuing to have its drop on the downside. It's actually, yeah, you can see what happened here, right? We had this big strong down candle, went sideways, and now we continue going through to the downside through here. A little bit of a small down day today, not really much going on there, but I do see this thing continuing to slowly now have a bit of a drop down towards this sort of maybe 4,800 level. So we'll have to see about that, guys. And also the Dow Jones as well too. Dow Jones, a bit of a nothing day today on the Dow Jones when it comes to the indices. You can see a bit of a nothing day today. It actually opened high and then came down and closed there. And you also can see that this whole level all through here, support, all that level through there, guys, is indeed a good support level. And we had this very strong movement on the downside through here, as you can see. And so I do see the Dow Jones at least getting down. The first sort of target is around that 37,000 level. So that's actually a big level that you want to be sort of focused on there, guys. From that there. And let's go look at the Russell as well too. So the Russell has been probably one of the big ones that have taken people by surprise. And this is where, guys, always reading the markets for what it is telling you and not what you want it to tell you. As you can see, look what happened here, right? We broke to the upside, we came down, found support, pushed back up. Then look what happened. It came down sideways, and then we had this big strong down candle, right? What does that mean? That means that we had this as a false breakout, and now we're making our way down to where? We're making our way down to this level all through here right now. So that's what's happening on the Russell right now. The everything drop, guys, is happening right now. Let's go look at oil, see what's happening with oil. Oil right now is not really doing much, but oil's been pretty much stuck in this range, as you can see. Look at this here, oil's been pretty much stuck through here. So not really much going on there with oil. Gold right now is just a slight little update. Again, it's getting pretty tied through here. And what I mean by tied, you notice this here. Notice how we had look at up, strong, sideways, strong, sideways, strong, strong. Now look what's happening, right? Up and down, 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 right? So it's starting to get a little bit weak through here on gold. For me personally, I am out of gold, as you guys know. I definitely am not entering a long trade opportunity here for gold right now. No way. Because of obviously the move we had through there. And actually you can see silver today. Silver's actually down. Look at this, silver actually completely reversed through here. And so I do see silver's still stuck at this level through here, right? So we broke out of this level through here and we had this very strong, look at that there, very, very strong movement to the upside, as you can see. Let me remove that through there. So I had this very up and then bam, look at that big move to the upside. But also we can see, look what's happening through here. So we can see there's that major level of resistance that's happening right now on the silver market. So we're possibly going to get a bit of a, what is that all about? What did I do? Oh, there we go. Okay, there you go. So we can see what's happening through there. We got this big movement to the upside. So I wouldn't be too surprised, guys, now to see at least a bit of a short-term pullback. On a short-term level, we may actually have possibly even a pullback down towards these levels down through here, just to get a bit of a pullback, and then it may bounce, because that looks like the trend that's been happening through there on that level through there. Also, guys, we're starting to see like even the mining sector, so the GDX. Look what's happening here, guys, right? So I even did a video, I talked about like the everything drop is coming. The everything drop is actually starting, right? Look at this here. The GDX is actually down, the GDXJ as well too, right? So we're starting to get the GDXJ starting to really, it came up through here. Now it's actually getting to the top point through here. Now we're getting a bit of a pullback. So once again, guys, we may not get a big pullback out of this one here. We may end up just doing something like this, just going sideways all through there, as you can see, all through there. So let's look at the SIL, which is the silver mining sector, guys. Look at the silver mining sector here, and once again, we've had a very big movement to the upside, so I expect this thing now to have a bit of a pullback. We definitely are. This actually looks really, really similar to actually the silver price, very, very, very similar. And let's look at the SILJ, which is the junior silver market, and once again, very, very, look at that there, very strong level of resistance where we are now, and now we're just doing that here. So I wouldn't be too surprised, guys, to see, you know, possibly not even a big drop in the mining sector, maybe even just a bit of a sideways movement, or from there, because you can see like even some of the big mining companies like Barrick Gold, right? So Barrick Gold here, look at Barrick Gold, right? Barrick Gold completely just selling off really strongly through here, as you can see. I do believe that's actually a buying opportunity coming up with Barrick Gold. We've actually got this low, high, low, and a big drop to the downside. So I do believe that actually could be a possible buying opportunity for some people there. And then NEM as well too. NEM's actually starting to slowly pull back as well too. But you can see we've just been really stuck in this overall range all through here. So the everything pullback is happening right now, guys. The pullback that I do see happening, guys, is probably going to last the next month or two as it continues down. Right? As you can see, it doesn't continue down straight away, but it just slowly goes down and down and down from there. So there's a technical analysis update for you guys today. I just want to quickly share with you about how professional traders, how traders who do really well at trading think about these markets, okay? And I was talking about this with my clients today. We actually had, we looked at the market, looked at some trading opportunities and stuff like that. And then when the market closed, we spent about 40 minutes having a really good conversation. It was amazing. Amazing. If you're interested in becoming a private client and getting coaching from me, then that second link in the description, you can apply for it. Or if you do need to if you just want some help, guys, for free, then that first link in the description, you can grab the free trading course that I'm giving away. But I really want to share something with you that I was actually thinking about when I was talking about with my clients today. And that is when we're trading the markets, how I trade the markets is we can never predict all the big moves that are coming, right? It's like, oh man, I wish I was on that. And this thing that has a big rocket ship to the upside, or the thing that just gets through the floor, right? We can never predict all these big moves that's going to come in the markets, right? We can never predict that. Sometimes we're going to get setups, like with me, I had a setup before the gold breakout, which then gave me a really good return, right? But the thing is that but every single move you're not going to catch. You're not going to capture no one knew the AI stocks were going to do exactly what they did, right? And if they did that, they were lucky when it comes to Meta and, you know, Amazon and all this sort of stuff, right? No one knew exactly that was going to happen, because what was happening 12 months ago is people were freaking out about the recession and the stock market crash, right? That's what people were focused on. So I don't want you to beat yourself up and try to think that I need to be lucky or I need to have the secret sauce and all that sort of stuff to know these things are going to take place, right? Because that's not how trading really is done. And so you want to try to step back and say, okay, then the big thing about trading is that we're not trying to capture every single move, and we're not going to get every single move. The only way we can filter throughout the year, because one thing, traders, is I want you to look at every year and have a profitable year, right? And within that profitable year, the only way that I know I can guarantee that is if the trades I'm taking are very high quality setups that meet my plan, right? And I'm trading just one type of a setup only. So the purpose of me telling you that is that I don't know what's going to definitely happen tomorrow to the stock market, to gold, to silver, to the mining sector. No one does. Unfortunately, we go around the YouTube land, right? And we try to find out like, oh, this guy knows this, this guy knows. All I do know is that whenever I'm trading, if I do take really A quality setup trades, which means trades that amazing high quality trades that meet the checklist, meet my rules, meet my setup, I know every year I'm going to do really well. Now, within what I just said there, that's all I need to do. The market's going to go up, market's going to go down, stock markets, different stocks are going to go through the roof, big booms, big busts, sideways movements, all these different patterns are going to form in the market. But as all these things are happening with the markets, guess what? Guess what I'm looking for? I'm just looking for my setup, right? Which, by the way, guys, I teach you for free in the trading course. I teach you my setup. So the whole thing about that, guys, is I'm just, with all these things that are going up and down and individual stocks and gold and commodity prices, guess what? I'm just scanning the markets looking for my trading setup. Because when my trading setup appears, I know there's a high probability I'm going to make money from that trade. And not only am I going to make money from that trade, but I'm going to have a successful year. And that successful year, guess what? Is now my income from trading the markets. Make sense? And the whole thing about what I just said there is that how we actually understand the year is you're going to have months. You're going to have some months where you're going to have some quite an active period where there might be, you know, just a couple of really nice, good long-term trades where you can make some big profits on it. There might be some shorter-term trades in there where you're getting in and holding on for a few days. But then also there's going to be some weeks and also some months where there's no trades at all. That's where it's hard, right? Because if you want to make good money throughout the year, there's going to be probably a couple of times, 2 to 3 times, where you're going to have maybe a few weeks, maybe even to a month of no trades at all. And then bam, these good trades come. And if we can understand what I just said there, that's the nature of the flow of trading. Like for me right now, January, February, March, amazing. Absolutely incredible. I had an incredible start to the year. But look what's happening now. Ever since I got out of my gold trade, I haven't had any new trades. I haven't had any new trades for me. Right? But I'm not after trading a lot. I'm only after trading the best of the best, because I'm after trying to jump in on trades just like gold that can potentially, I'd rather take one trade like gold that can last 4, 5, 6 weeks and have a very big move than take 10 trades and have all these emotions and stress and all that sort of stuff, right? That's the type of trading I'm looking for. So I really wanted to share this with you guys, because I think some people, they're thinking that they need to jump on, they need to get in, they need to have the secret sauce or whatever. And, you know, no one definitely knows what's going to happen to the stock market, right? That's the nature of the beast. But the only thing we can rely on to make money throughout the entire year is having a really good, successful system from there.